everyone, welcome back to a new video. So today I'm going to be doing a photo shoot and I thought I would film a behind the scenes video because this is going to be a fairly big photo shoot. It's going to be fairly complicated, mostly just because I don't really have a concrete idea of what I'm doing. I have a concrete concept, I know what I want to do, I'm just not sure exactly how I'm going to pull it off. There are certain things I may have to tweak and compromise on just because of the space I've got or haven't got. So yeah, it's going to be a cool photo shoot and I just thought I would bring you along. So the idea for this photo shoot actually came from when I was reading a book a couple of weeks ago. If you're subscribed, you probably saw that I uploaded a reading vlog. If you watched that, then you'll know that I read Break Your Glass Slippers by Amanda Lovelace that weekend. I read several other books as well, but this is where the idea came from. There was a specific poem in this book that inspired this photo shoot, and I'm actually going to be doing photo shoots inspired by several other poems from this book, as well as another one that I read over that weekend, but for this photo shoot we are just doing one of the poems. I will read you the poem in a minute so you know what I'm talking about, but yeah, this video is basically just going to be a behind the scenes. I'm going to show you doing my makeup, setting up the shoot, actually doing the shoot, exactly like developing the actual concept, because as I said at the beginning, I have an idea, but I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to pull it off, so you'll get to see, sort of problem solving and working around, what I have available to me. And yeah, it's just going to be showing you everything that goes into a photo shoot. So the poem that inspired this photo shoot reads, "Fairy godmother says, some days your body will feel like a cage. On those days, lace flowers through the bars." So before we actually get into the behind the scenes of the photo shoot, I want you to explain exactly what I'm going to be doing with that idea, because it's quite complicated. There's quite a lot of layers to it. That was sort of what inspired it, but it goes a lot deeper than that. So if you keep up with the vlogs or watch that reading vlog, then you'll know that actually over that weekend I had sprained my ankle really badly. I have quite a few disabilities. I am hypermobile, I'm autistic, so I'm just naturally incredibly clumsy. I suffer with a whole load of other things, and so often my body can feel like a cage. I'm very limited in the amount of movement I can do. I can't, leaving the house is a whole expedition. It has to be planned thoroughly. And it's very limiting sometimes. It does often feel like I am quite literally trapped in my body and I can't do so many different things. So the idea I'm going to be going for is I have a strap that goes on my ankle to keep it in place, because although it was a couple of weeks ago now that I sprained it, it's still quite sore. I can't really move it backwards and forwards. So basically the idea is I've got a whole load of fake flowers. I have quite literally a whole corner over there. I said literally a whole load there. I have a whole corner of fake flowers over there. So yeah, I'm going to be lacing the fake flowers through my ankle strap to decorate the cage, if you will. So yeah, that is the original idea. I also, when I very first imagined it, I imagined it sort of with me lying down and my ankle raised, because that's what you do when you sprain your ankle, you raise it. But I don't think I'm going to be able to do that because of the space I have. I am incredibly tall. I mean, I'm not massive or anything, but for my gender, I am very tall. I'm 5'9", which is very tall for a girl. Especially in this country, I'm very much above average. I have insanely long legs, and I'm very long, basically. And my house is just not big enough. I won't be able to get the camera far back enough away, or move the furniture out of the way enough. So I don't think it'll work with me lying down, because there will always be some part of me that's cut off, which just doesn't work. So yeah, I don't think I'm going to be able to go with that original idea. So I'm sort of adapting it slightly. I'm still going to, lace the flowers through the ankle strap, and I might try and sort of develop it further and, lace flowers through other parts of my clothes and things as well. I may sort of have it as a sort of step-by-step thing. If you've been around for a while, you'll remember I did, for my final major project of my first year of college, I did kind of a similar thing where I decorated my body with flowers. And as the photos went on, there were more and more flowers, and it was meant to represent sort of loving your body more. So I might do a similar thing, sort of like I just keep adding more flowers in different places. I might, just do some with flowers in other places, and, try different poses and things. Like I said, I'm not 100% sure what I'm doing because the original idea isn't going to quite work, so I just need to experiment and see what will work. But yeah, that is the concept. So I have a white sheet hung up over my stairs on the banister, which I will show you in a minute. I'm going to be using that as a background. I do actually have a proper, photography background with a huge roll of white paper, but it's at my grandparents' house, and even if it was here, I couldn't use it anyway because I don't have a background stand. So yeah. I'm using a bed sheet. I've had this bed sheet for years. It's an old one of my parents, and I stole it years ago, originally for Bookstagram photos. So it's quite old, and I'm now using it for portraits. So I've hung that up on the stairs. I've got a couple of dresses to choose from. I'm not going to stay in this outfit. I need to do my makeup. I need to decide what I'm doing with my makeup because I haven't even got that far yet. I need to pick what flowers I'm going to use, especially because a lot of the flowers I've got are very big. So I need to try and find some smaller ones. And yeah, I'm just going to sort of make it up as I go along. I've got my basic idea and I'm just going to have fun with it. So you can see here, this is the bed sheet that I've hung on the stairs. I just cut tiny little holes in the top corners and thread some string through it. Yep, very simple setup, and then I'll pull this down over here so it's sort of like a seamless backdrop. Obviously it's got quite a lot of wrinkles and creases in it, there's only so much I can do, but it usually looks okay, and I kind of like the more natural, messy look, I guess. You can see there are actually two dresses here. I have a pink one and a white one, or an off-white one, I guess. I'm not sure which one I'm going to wear. I think I like the white one more, but because it is off-white, it's going to clash with the background, so I might go with the pink. So yeah, these are my two outfit choices, but I will decide on that later. So for now, I'm going to do my makeup. I have my mirror and stuff here. I'm going to sit and watch some videos while I do my makeup and sort of plan what outfit I'm going to wear. And then we will get into the actual photo shoot, or at least setting up for the shoot.
Tell me, can you hear me now? Can you hear me crying out like an animal out in the wild? I shout your name into the night. Tell me, can you feel it too? Feel the love just like I do. Only you can make it right. I shout your name into the night.
Okay, I'm all dressed, I've done my makeup and everything. I'm pretty happy with this outfit. I went with the pink in the end because I didn't want the off-white dress to clash with the white background. Also, how perfectly does my dress match my hair? And it kind of matches my eye makeup and everything, so I'm feeling very colour coordinated right now, and I'm pretty happy about it. So, as you can see, I've got the sheet all set up. I have a whole load of fake flowers here. Got a whole jar full, as well as some other miscellaneous ones I found around the house, so I'm just going to sit down, set up the camera, and just sort of play with them, see which ones go best. I'm not sure if, because the problem with flowers is that obviously stems are green, and if you know anything about photography, then you'll know that green is the worst colour. Okay, it's a nightmare of a colour. It does not go with anything, really. So you either have to go full green or no green. It's just a very difficult colour to edit. It doesn't fit with a lot of different aesthetics. Green is a terrible colour. It's nothing against the colour itself, but just in terms of photography, editing photos, getting photos to work together, green is terrible. You want to avoid it at all costs. So if you're a young photographer, if you're just starting out, avoid green, like literally at all costs. It's terrible to edit. If you're trying to do a photo shoot, I wouldn't recommend going to your local park or something, because like I said, green is just, It's just not good, okay? So yeah, I'm gonna try and pick flowers with slightly less green in them. I obviously can edit it and I can make the greens have a more yellow tinge to them, but I'm gonna have a look through my you can just see down there I've got loads of fake flowers in that corner. A lot of them are very big, so I don't know if they'll work for this sort of thing. But I've got some slightly less green ones there, so I'm gonna have a look and see what I can do. Cause yeah, we want to avoid green. Okay, so I actually finished that photo shoot far quicker than I thought I would. I'm really happy with how the photos turned out. They actually turned out way better than I imagined they would. So yeah, needless to say, I'm very happy. Like I thought, the idea of lying down didn't work because I'm just too tall for the space I have. Yeah, I expected that. But, you know, maybe one day when I have more space, I can try the idea again and expand on it. So I think, given the fact that that actually did not take nearly as long as I thought it would. I thought it would be here all afternoon, especially just because I wasn't feeling my best this morning, very lethargic, didn't sleep that great. So I think given that fact, I'm going to extend this video and basically turn it into a behind the scenes of several different photo shoots. The book's over there, but I have this one as well. This only has one bookmark in it, but the other one has several. So I've got several ideas from those poetry books that I read over that weekend. So I think I'm going to turn this video into a behind the scenes for all of those different photo shoots. So you can kind of see, you know, just more of the behind the scenes for, you know, all of the photo shoots that came out of reading those books. Because I really did get a lot of good ideas out of those. So shout out to Amanda Lovelace for inspiring these photo shoots, I guess. So you can't really see, but there's a huge mess of fake flowers on the floor that I need to tidy up. So I am going to do that. I'm going to clean up, probably get to editing the photos. I don't know whether I'll put them in the video now or if I'll put them all in at the end, but they will be in the video at some point. And I will see you on whichever day I decide to do the next photo shoot. Okay, it is now a new day. I am dressed and I've done my makeup and everything. You've already seen me do that once, so I didn't think you needed to see me do it again. I've pretty much done exactly the same makeup. This is pretty much the only makeup I know how to do, and even then I kind of only barely know how to do it. Makeup is not something I excel at. But yeah, I have 2 more photo shoots planned for today. I'm hoping I'm going to get to them. It's already fairly late. I was quite rudely woken up this morning by a very loud delivery truck for some building work nearby, so that was excellent. So yeah, I got 2 more shoots and hopefully I can get them done. So I'm going to be sticking with the same outfit for both of them, but honestly the outfit doesn't really matter because they're going to be very tight portraits. But I'm going to change the background and they're going to be slightly different in concept. So I actually have this beautiful background, which is literally, it's meant to hang on your wall sort of thing. I just got it from Hobbycraft for £15, which is a pretty good steal really. So yeah, I'm going to be using this as a background and the colour matches my dress pretty well. So I think this is the first one I'm going to do, and I'm going to hang it up again on my stairs and have it just behind my head. I don't know whether I'm going to do it portrait or landscape yet, but I think I'm also going to have to take some photos of just this hung up. so that I can duplicate the background and fill in the spaces if I need to. So yeah, this is background number 1. I think I may add a few more flower props into this photo, but generally these are obviously going to be the main flowers for this image. And then the other image is I've just got a plain piece of pink card. I've got loads of like huge pieces of coloured card lying around that I use as backgrounds, and I have these little flowers that I ordered. Honestly, I'm pretty disappointed with these, like, if you know where I can find these kind of little flowers that are sort of pastel coloured, small, just like crafty flowers, that aren't, you know, ludicrous amounts of money, you can buy them in bulk and they actually come out good quality, then please let me know, because they are impossible to find. I've never ever seen them in person, I've only ever seen them online, and when you do find them online, they're either, you know, really brightly coloured and garish and very obviously kidsy, because they're just used for kids craft, or they're kind of like this but they just end up being cheap tat. So yeah, if you know where I can find these, please let me know, because I have looked everywhere and this is the best I've come up with. And I mean, this little bag was 8 or 9 quid and most of them are broken, so yeah. But you know, some of them are intact and I kind of wanted to sort of stick them on my face, kind of as like a makeup look, but as I just said, makeup is not my strong suit. I don't have any kind of makeup glue or anything. So I think for this one I may have to lie down, so I'll put the background on the floor, lie down so that, you know, obviously gravity can help the flowers lie on my face, which if you've been around on this channel for a while, that sometimes doesn't make sense, but you know what I mean. If you've been around here for a while, you'll remember when I did the behind the scenes video of my first final major project shoot for college, and I balanced flowers on myself as well, and my god, that was difficult. So yeah, I'm hoping, because it's going to be a smaller area, it won't be quite as difficult, but it's always difficult, and it makes it 12 times more difficult doing it as a self-portrait rather than a portrait, because I've got to, you know, be the model and the photographer at the same time, and so it's very difficult to see what you're doing, basically. So yeah, I do not know how well these are going to work, or if they're even going to work at all, but I do have a few backup flowers, so I will show you those now. I picked up a few more bunches of fake flowers while I was at Hobbycraft getting that flower background, which are these ones. As you can see, they all still have the tags on them. I was going to try and do something of, I kind of wanted like flowers coming out of my ears, but I really don't know how to do that, short of sticking them in my ear, which is obviously inadvisable. So yeah, I'm not really sure how that's going to go. Also, these ones don't really go with the dress, so not sure about those ones, but I've got these as well. As I mentioned in the previous shoot earlier in the video, green is a very difficult colour to work with as a photographer, but this is slightly less garish, so I'm hoping it will work and I can make it more of a yellow in Photoshop. So yeah, these are sort of my backup flowers if the small ones balancing on my face don't work, and in the future I will just have to do some more research into trying to find some little craft flowers that aren't garish or tacky. So yeah, those are the 2 shoots I have planned for this morning. Hopefully I can get them both done. I think I'm going to start with the flower wall, just because that one is easier. It doesn't require me to balance flowers on my face. So we're going to start with that one, and then we'll see where we get with the second one. I thought I'd just give you a quick look at my full outfit. It doesn't really matter because I'm going to be doing portraits, but I thought you might like to see anyway, and honestly I love this dress, so I'd like to show it off. I feel like a mix between a fairy and a pirate when I wear this dress, and I'm in love with it.
Only you can make it right. I shout your name into the night. Hear me calling for you, I'm calling for you. Hear me calling for you, I'm calling for you. Hear me calling for you, I'm calling for you.
my camera's run out of memory, so I'm going to have to go clear the memory cards and then come back. Okay, that took an entire goddamn hour to take all of those photos off the memory card. My computer was having a complete mare. I do not know what the problem was, but it kept crashing. I kept having to reconnect the camera to the computer, and then it wouldn't transfer them, and then apparently I didn't have permission to access these files, even though they're my goddamn files, and it would not work. But I've done it now. I've cleared the memory card so we can get back to shooting. Okay, I quickly just finished off taking the few portraits I didn't quite get time to before my memory card decided to be full. Oh, and also my camera battery died straight after that as well, so that was great. Luckily I have a spare that's always fully charged, so not a huge problem, but still not exactly what I had planned. I'm going to leave this hanging up for now because I haven't got anywhere else to put it and it's just out of the way there. But I have this second background, which is just a pastel pink piece of card, which I think I'm going to lie on the floor and then try and position the camera over the top of my head while I'm lying down, which is always a challenge because, I mean, you can get tripods that have extendable arms to shoot downwards, but I don't have one of those. And it's always been a challenge trying to get the camera high enough and not catch the legs in the legs of the tripod in the photo. And it's always a challenge to get it, you know, the photo actually, the camera to be at this level and not like this, because then of course the photo will be skewed. So yeah, taking photos from the top down on a tripod is always very challenging, which is just another challenge of self-portraits. It's so much easier if you can have a model, because then I can just stand over them and take the photo. But yeah, I'm doing self-portraits, so we're going to have to make do. Just a little tip for you though, if you're trying to shoot photos top down from at home, as long as you have a phone, just get a cardboard box, tape it to the ceiling and cut a hole in the box and put your phone in the box, so that the phone camera can see out the box, and then just set it to take photos on timer. And you can get things that like a cable that comes out your phone to have the little trigger and stuff. So yeah, that's how you can take photos from the top down at home with just your phone. But yeah, I obviously want a little bit higher quality. So yeah, I'm not sure where I'm gonna lie the paper, because I have a rug on the floor here, which is obviously not a very stable surface. The paper will crinkle very easily. I do have carpet. I've got a vinyl in the kitchen. I think I'll try on the carpet. The lighting isn't great down here. It's fine on this wall, but when you get to the floor level, it's not great. So I'm going to try lying on the floor and hopefully that will work, but I may have to try and figure out some lighting. But yeah, I lost a lot of time with all of that memory card rubbish, so I'm just going to get on with it and hopefully get finished this afternoon. So, like I just said, trying to take photos from the top down is very difficult, and I'm not sure that's going to work. I can't get it, like parallel over my head without basically without the legs being in the shot. So yeah, that's just not going to work. I will need to try and shoot that upright basically and stick the background to the wall. But in order to do that, I will need to try and find some sort of like skin safe glue that I can use to stick the flowers onto my face. Again, I don't really know if that's going to work. That's going to be quite a long process, so if you have any recommendations for like makeup glues and things, then let me know. Leave the links down below and I'll check them out. But yeah, I think I'm going to leave this video here. We already extended it once, and I think this is a good length. We've done quite a lot. So yeah, that is the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed watching the behind the scenes of these several photo shoots. As you can see, things quite often go wrong. You just kind of have to problem solve in the moment and, make things up as you're going along a little bit. With the greatest will in the world, it doesn't matter how much you plan. Shit happens. But yeah, regardless of the things going wrong, I hope you enjoyed watching the behind the scenes of the photo shoots, and I hope you like the results. They will be up on my Instagram as per usual, probably long before you see this video. Trying to schedule videos and things is very complicated. So yeah, if you want to keep up with me on a daily basis, Instagram is the best place because I'm always on Instagram. And yeah, subscribe if you want to see more. I have loads more behind the scenes videos coming up. I am doing a outside photo shoots, out and about, gonna be walking around talking to you guys, showing you how I do stuff when I'm outside the house. And I'm also going to be doing a behind the scenes photo shoot with my paper shoot camera, and showing you more of the ins and outs of that. So yeah, there are going to be lots more videos coming up, and of course the weekly vlogs as usual. So subscribe if you don't want to miss any of those. Like this video if you enjoyed it. Comment down below, tell me if you like the photos. Leave any suggestions for makeup / skin safe glue. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next video.